And Cyclone Ditwah continues to hammer Sri Lanka with relentless rains, landslides and rising floodwaters, pushing the death toll to 56, with 21 people still missing and nearly 44,000 people affected across multiple districts. Several areas remain submerged as water levels in several reservoirs and rivers escalate. President Anura Kumara Dissanayake has directed officials to carry out rescue and relief work without delay. Releasing rupees 1.2 billion in immediate funding and setting aside rupees 30 billion under 2025 budget for emergency response. Heavy rains continue to disrupt transport and major roads in Colombo flooded and sections of southern expressways have been restricted. Multiple flights, including Sri Lankan airline services, have been diverted to Trivandrum, Cochin and Matala due to poor visibility. For the latest from Sri Lanka, joining me is my colleague Dr. Ahmed Moin Farooqi, joining us from Colombo. Ahmed, what is the latest that you can share with us on the impact of the cyclone Ditwah?
Shivendu, good afternoon to everyone. You see, the cyclone has been impacting Sri Lanka since the last one to 2 days. In fact, ever since it developed into a cyclonic storm. Prior to that, also, when it was a deep depression, it has had its impact over the island over the last 3 days, due to which there had been severe rains, which resulted in flooding in various places, including the central areas as well as on the eastern part of the island, which was severely impacted. In fact, there had been landslides because of that over the last 3 days, which had resulted in loss of life as well as property to a considerable degree. In fact, as of now, as we stand, the DMC so far till today morning has confirmed that the death toll has risen to 56. Meanwhile, a little while back, there was another landslide which has been reported from Navalapitiya region where 3 people have lost their lives, unfortunately. And the impact of the cyclone is continuing even now. The entire island is receiving severe rains. In fact, it has been reported that this amount of rain has been unprecedented for Sri Lanka so far. There have been places which received more than 500 millimeters of rain over the entire 24 hours period yesterday. And the similar situation is continuing even today. The meteorology department has given out its bulletin on a regular basis, giving warnings to the people who are living in river basins which are low-lying. In fact, the Kelani River, which is an important river in Sri Lanka, it has reported danger levels which are which have never happened in the recent times. In fact, it has said that it is even crossing the danger mark which had been attained in 2016 during one of the disasters, one of the floods. But that said, currently the Sri Lankan tri-forces as well as the authorities are taking every step to see to it that people who are in the low-lying areas are shifted to safer places. The advisories have been issued to people so that they move to safer locations, and safe locations have been identified by the DMC, also the Disaster Management Center. And people are being shifted to those locations. At the same time, it is also mentioned here that there have been several efforts that have been made by the armed forces in various parts of the entire island to identify people where they are stranded, including about 37 people who were stranded due to a landslide in one particular region in the central part of the island, as well as there had been a person who was stuck on top of a coconut tree for more than 1 day because of the increasing water levels and flooding of one of the reservoirs. So this has been the condition so far as of now here, Shivendu.
Okay, Ahmed, stay safe and thank you for joining us with those updates.